Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to all of you for today's session. I hope all of you people are fine. Students, I'm just waiting for a few people to join because this is the first day. So just I'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Just let me know meanwhile whether you can hear me. Tell me, can you hear me? All right, now. Just a few minutes, please. I'm going to start. Okay, students, now. So, financial management, F9. We will be talking about the subject. Just a minute. I'm connecting my iPad with it. Yes, students. Financial management, the subject. This subject has linkage to some extent with MA, Management Accounting, which is called F2, which is called F2. And students, just a minute, please. There is some students who are facing problem in joining. Just a minute, please. Now, so financial management is basically, it is based on F2 paper, some knowledge it utilizes. And the next, it has linkage with SBL and AFM paper of ACCA. SPL and AFM paper of ACCA. It has the connection with that. Now, so, but you should not worry if you have forgotten what you have studied over there. So we will be discussing everything from scratch over here. Now, students, the subject actually wants you to become, this is your wording of your examiner, that finance manager. And a finance manager has to perform three things. And you know that basically this is financial management. The one is investment decision, financing decision, and the third one is, that is dividend decision. And if someone asks you that what does a finance manager do, these are the three basic tasks, three main tasks of that. A finance manager. So in our financial management syllabus, if we talk about that, in our F9, the syllabus we can start with that what financial management is, financial market, and financial environment for business. So this is the first thing. The second is working capital management. That a finance manager has to manage the working capital of the business. They have to manage. They have to manage cash. They have to manage, they have to manage receivables, inventory, payables. Third matter, that is investment appraisal. A major proportion of our syllabus. A major portion of our syllabus is investment appraisal. Fourth point, which is the fourth area, which is business finance. Financing decision, which we were talking about. That what is the cost of funds of different sorts of finance? How to calculate that? Means weighted average cost of capital, cost of equity, cost of debt. And then different sources of finance and their effect on the business, that is calculated. Next, that is business valuation. How to value a running business. And the financing decision also falls the dividend policy as well. That is the business valuation. How to value a running business. What are different ways? And pros and cons of each method. And the sixth section, which is risk management, in which we discussed currency risk, in which we discussed interest rate risk. Now, so how it is managed, what they are first of all, and how they are managed. So this is your syllabus, the whole syllabus of F9. Just remember, F9, FM, it requires thorough study, thorough knowledge, in-depth knowledge, in-depth. It requires in-depth knowledge of the syllabus. You cannot skip any part. And each topic should be conceptually clear. When we say thorough knowledge, so we specifically say that command on theoretical aspects of the subject. That should be good command. Of course, calculations are part of that. But the problem is that why do students fail? Students majority fail because they don't focus this part. They think F9 financial management is a theoretical subject. They think that. And hence they are wrong. Hence they are wrong. So thorough knowledge of the subject is required. Let us proceed further. Let us proceed further. Students, your exam paper is here in front of you. It has section A, B, and section C. Sorry, it is missed here. Section A has 15 compulsory MCQs, 2 mark each, 30 marks. 3 compulsory 10 mark question. I mean, again, it was objective test question scenario followed by 3 scenarios followed by 5 questions, 30 marks again, and 2 compulsory 20 marks question, 40 marks. These 40-mark questions, your examiner says, they are predominantly from investment appraisal, business finance, and working capital management. These are predominantly from these areas. Now, next. So let us proceed further. These are the formula sheets which will be provided to you in the exam. Students, how we are going to study? I will be starting my session with investment appraisal, the first topic. Then I'll proceed to the business finance, business valuation, working capital, and then at the end will be risk management and this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the sequence which I will be following to go through your syllabus. And remember, we will be solving BPP exam kit in the class. Plus, any additional past exam questions we will be solving, which will be and examples, which are part of our notes. And these resources, plus I'll provide you notes, which will be covering the whole syllabus. Means you need not to read any other book if you prepare those notes. Now, next. The next point is, so before I proceed, tell me any question, anyone? Anyone, any question, please? Okay, no question. I assume there is no question. Okay, all right. So students, the next point is, that is exam platform. Using board notes you will note down. Okay, that's important for you to note down. Yeah, so that you stay connected with the class. Okay, I will be using exam practice platform for long questions with you people, so that we get enough practice for that. Okay, so just one thing came to my mind. If the board notes, when I'm writing, and sometime it may be possible that I have written and I move on to the next page and you have not noted down anything, you have missed anything, you just can drop me a message or open the mic and you can ask me to go back to the previous page. Feel free to do that. I will be asking you people frequently that whether the point we have done is clear or not. Now, so you need to, of course, respond. This two-way communication, I think it is very much important. When we are sitting in a classroom, in a room, and at that time, I can read the body language, facial expression. But here, unfortunately, I cannot, because I can't see you people. So this two-way, when I ask a question, I will expect a response from you people. Okay, I'll be expecting a response. Now, next. So let us proceed further. I will be starting with the investment appraisal. I will be starting investment appraisal. What is investment appraisal and how it is done? Students, you know that whenever company wants to invest in new machinery, new plant, new equipment, heavy investment has to be made. And once investment is done, big drainage of funds is there. And investment once made cannot be reversed usually. So that's why whenever you make an investment, a business makes an investment, they must have to evaluate that first. Evaluate that properly and then proceed with that. So investment appraisal, we say that capital budgeting process. Capital budgeting process, for the first topic, that how companies make budget, how they implement that. Yes. So students, capital budgeting process, the first step is generation of ideas. Generation of ideas. That there is some source that how to make an investment or where investment have to make. There's some idea. It can be from within the business. It can be from the outside of the business. Yes, it may be from research and R&D department. Yes, or it may be from the external environment, business environment change. So generation of idea, origination of idea, the first step. Then once ideas are put from the R&D, research and development department or outside, what happens? Then project screening is done. Yes. Project screening is basically whether the project is in line with the mission of the business, whether it is in line with our organization's overall objectives. Screening is done. Means if it is not in line with that, we cannot accept. We cannot, no matter how wonderful the idea is. Now, the third point is, once screening test is passed, and in the screening, we calculate accounting rate of return and payback as well. Payback of the project. What they are, we are going to talk about that in few minutes. These are part of our syllabus. Then is detailed evaluation of the project. Once it is done, now financial factors, non-financial factors, ethical issues, environmental issues, social issues, legal issues, financial aspects, all are considered. And normally we use NPV IRR for this purpose. financing techniques. So after detailed evaluation, once our test is passed, then implementation of the project and monitoring. The project is launched, funds are released, and then monitoring. Monitoring is very much important. That whether project is moving ahead as planned or not. Whether project is yielding the cash flows the way it was expected or not. So continuous monitoring is done. And the fifth point, that is post-completion audit. That is the learning from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes or in the project, or if we have learned something new over here in this project, new ways of working, we have discovered, we have explored, they are also documented. Mistakes are also documented to avoid in future. So this is the 5-step capital budgeting process. Is it clear? Tell me, any confusion? Good. Now, so let us proceed further. Investment appraisal techniques. So the next is investment appraisal techniques. What they are? Students, different methods which are part of our syllabus. The one is non-discounting techniques and discounting techniques. Now, what are the discounting techniques? Two. One is the meaning I will explain. Don't you worry. Payback period method. And the second is accounting rate of return. Accounting rate of return, ARR. Discounting techniques. Discounted payback, net present value, and the third one is, that is internal rate of return, IRR. Internal rate of return, IRR. Internal rate of return, IRR. Now let us talk about it further. So one by one, students, accounting rate of return. ARR. accounting rate of return, ARR. So then basically, this is it is also called average percentage return. It is also called return on capital employed, ROCE. So ARR is equal to basically how it is calculated of a project. Remember, it is the only technique which is profit based. Only technique. So equal to estimated average annual profit divided by average investment cross 100. In some time, you may see initial investment here. But remember, average investment is preferable by the examiner. You have to use this average investment. Now, average annual profit. How to calculate? Total profit divided by number of years. Average investment, how to calculate that? Initial investment plus scrap value divided by 2. So this is called average investment. Now, next point. So students, we will proceed further with it. We'll proceed with it with an example. If you have noted it down, I will take to you the Excel sheet. We will solve one example over there. So have you noted it down? Have you been able to write these notes? Good. Now, so from the day first, we'll be using this sheet to avoid inconvenience in the exam. In the next class, I will take you to the example platform. Today only we are doing this on the Excel. Why Excel I'm using? Because I can share this file with you. Example platform, of course. If something is solved over there, that will not be possible to share with you people in the form of file. So of course, I will show you that as. For example, a project has the profits, expected profits. For example, For example, here they are. And students, initial investment in the project is equal to 1200 and scrap value is equal to 10. Now, average annual profit, the formula is sum of the profits divided by number of year. Sum of all divided by number of year. Wherever you think that you are stuck, sometimes it may happen, I may do calculation and you are unable to note it down. It may be possible. Please feel free to ask me to go back to the calculation. Here it is. 415. Next, average investment initial investment plus scrap value divided by 2. Average investment is here. So let me increase average investment to have a good answer. For example, it is 22. Yes. So average investment, initial investment plus scrap value divided by 2. This is what we have done. So now accounting rate of return is equal to this divided by this. But this, which means 37.5%. In your exam platform, wonderful function is there. Let me open that. Actually, just a minute, please. Let me open the exam platform. Yes. I don't know why it is taking this much time. Just a minute, please. Patience. Thanks to one of my students who has shared his credentials with me. You know, ACC members are not allowed. There's a blank workplace. Here it is. Financial management. Yes. Just a minute, please. Now, just see here. What I will be doing, I will be writing some more question over here. This is your exam sheet. Yes, like that. So for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What happened to it? I'm sorry. Yes. Now, there is no something in between. Okay. So students, for example, profits are like that: 700, 750, 450, and 325 profits. Initial investment is, for example, that is 3,200, and scrap value is 200. Now, average annual profit. How to calculate? Sum from this to this, simply divided by 4. Now, average investment equal to this plus this divided by 2. Now, so students, now ARR, accounting rate of return, is equal to average annual profit divided by this. You see here, answer is in too much fractions. I will simply write in percentage, 32.7%. Is it clear? All right. Now, the next point is, that is, student, accounting rate of return. I told you it is profits based. It is profits based. But there may be possibility that in exam, you are given cash flows. Now, what is the linkage of cash flow with profit? What is the linkage? We need profit. Remember, cash flows, when we add, you know that when cash flows are cash in and outflow, profits include non-cash expenses as well. So when we add back non-cash expenses, such as depreciation expenses, we get cash flows. So add back non-cash expenses to the profits, what we will be getting? We will get cash flows. Now, so let us learn with a more complex example. For example, a project has following cash flows. Cash flows. And cash flows are For example, 690, 750, and 1100, 1350. These are the cash flows. For example, initial investment in the project, that is 2200, and scrap value is 100. Students, we have to calculate ARR. For that, we need profits. Now, rearranging this equation, if we see profits is equal to cash flow minus expenses, non-cash expenses. Sorry. That's why I put equal sign here. Equal to, that is equal to cash flows minus non-cash expenses. Here we are. Just see here, these formulas you need not to write in exam. You just need to apply. So just see here, can you tell me how much is the non-cash expense here? Anyone who can guess? Now, students, there is non-cash expense, means depreciation, equal to what is initial investment in machinery, what is scrap value. The difference is depreciation. We purchase machinery for 2200 and will be sold at 100. So what is remaining? Depreciation. Got the point? Is it clear? Good. Now, the next point is over here. So we can calculate profits. How? Cash flow minus, so all the cash flows sum minus depreciation. Total profits. Total profits. There are some people who are unable to hear me. For them, yes. Can you hear me, every one of you? Tell me, please. Good. Now, so students, here is the profit. So students, average annual profit, so total profit divided by number of years. These are the total profits for 4 years. Number of years is 4. Average annual profit, average investment. Average investment, initial investment plus scrap value. Divided by 2. Here it is. Anyone, any confusion? Now, next. Good. So students, ARR, accounting rate of return. How to calculate? This average annual profit divided by this. And you see here percentage. Answer is here. I hope this point is clear. That how to calculate accounting rate of return. I hope it is clear. Let us proceed further. Let us proceed further. So student, accounting rate of return, its drawbacks and advantages we have to discuss. This method. Remember, if accounting rate of return is greater than target ARR of company, the company decide, then we say accept the project. Yes, or vice versa. If it is less, we reject it, else reject it. Now, students, benefits and drawbacks of this method. Advantages and drawbacks of this method. So advantages. It is most widely used method and easy to understand. It is profits based and criteria is simple. Simple. Data for it is readily available. Yes, available. Drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? The first drawback is it is based on profits, which can be manipulated by management. Yes, by increasing or decreasing depreciation, provisions manipulated. It does not consider time value of money. You see here, it is considering each year profit has same value. Today's 50 rupees, tomorrow's 50 rupees are equal. It does not consider time value of money. Next point. It is a relative measure, percentage. Gives answer in percentage, 10%, 12%, and does not consider the size of project. What is the meaning of it? Just listen. They say ARR, 2 projects. Project A, project B. Its ARR is 40%. Its ARR is 25%. Which one should be chosen? ARR, higher A. A should be chosen. But the problem is that how much profit, how much investment to be made, they are not talking about. For example, if they say here investment is 10 million and here investment is 900 million, ARR is not telling us this thing. Amount of profit, they are not telling us. Now, let us proceed further. Students, is it clear so far? Is it clear? All right, now No. The next point is students, let us proceed to the next topic, that is the payback period method of investment appraisal. Yes. Yes, decision criteria is subjective. Exactly. This is point which was coming to my mind. Yes. Decision criteria, that how much should be the required rate of return. Decision criteria is quite subjective. Means there is no hard and fast rule that how much return should be accepted. Yes. And the last but not the least, average profit being used is not actual profit in any year. Average profit being used is not actual profit in any year. Now you see here, what is the average profit we used here? It is not actual profit in any year, which we are using in the formula. It has a drawback. Now it is done. Now it is done. Let us proceed further. The next topic for us is payback period method of investment appraisal. So just a few minutes. Okay, I will discuss it here. Do you think it is good to type here, or should I use the board? What do you say? Which one do you think is better? Tell me, give me a suggestion. Good. Great. Some of people are struggling to join the class. They're leaving and rejoining again and again. Please for them. Please for them. Here it is. The solution. Yes. Okay, good. There is another student who is facing problem as well. That's good if your issue has been resolved. Very good. Now, the next is payback period method of investment appraisal. What is payback period method of investment appraisal? What is that? Student, basically payback period method of investment appraisal. Remember, it is cash flows based. It is cash flows based method of investment appraisal. So student, for example, there is a project. So, sorry, it is, what is payback period? The time period in which initial investment of the project is recovered. is called payback period of the project. Is called payback period of the project. Yes. You know, I'm going to make investment in a project. What is my first concern? My first concern is that by which time my original investment will be returned to me. This is my first concern. This is my first concern. Now, sometimes it happens. The bank says, I am going to take loan for investment, and loan is available for 4 years. So whether the project will return me the amount of loan in 4 years or not, I mean, I can fulfill the commitment of bank or not. If not, I cannot proceed with the project. That's why payback period method is called screening method. That's why it is called screening method. So, students, how to calculate payback? Very easy. For example, here is the project which has cash flows. We said cash flow based. That is 1250 is the initial investment. Investment is negative. 375, 489, 520, 325. These are the cash flows of the project. Now we need to calculate payback. How to calculate? We will make another row, cumulative cash flow. Cumulative means 2 days total. You see, in year 0, total are here. This plus this means that this recovered, remaining is this negative. Now, this plus this recovered, remaining is this negative. 1250, this recovered, this remaining. This recovered, this remaining. Now in year 3, cash inflows are 520. How much we need? 386. We need 386. How much we are getting? 520. It means a part of year 3 will be utilized to recover this. Not full year 3. So it means 2 year and how many years? 386 needed divided by this. So 0.74 years. So 2.74 years is the payback period of the project. We have to ignore negative sign over here because when we are dividing it, because it has to be recovered in the part of year 3. You can write in another way, 2 year and how many months? Equal to, excuse me, 386 divided by 520 multiplied by number of months, 12. In 1 year, there are 12 months. In 1 year, there are 12 months. So 2 year and 9 months. 2 year and 9 months. Now, I hope this point is clear. Is it clear how to calculate payback period? Is it clear? Now, cash flows 2700 negative, 675, 820, 435, 770, and 550. Note it down and tell me the payback period of this project. Be quick. I am waiting for your response. Be quick. Tell me its answer. Okay, sorry. It has scrolled up. Yes, here it is. By chance, it is complete 4 year. Okay. Let me calculate cumulative cash flows equal to this plus this equal to this plus this equal to this plus this. By chance, it is complete for a year. That's great. And that's your answer is correct. Now, so students, it is clear. So payback period, advantages and drawbacks. Advantages of the payback period method. It is cash flows based method. So can't be manipulated by management. Cash flows based. More reliable. It encourages the projects with shorter payback. So reduces the risk of the business. Risk of business. Here's the risk. It is screening device used for investment appraisals. It is screening device which is used for investment appraisal. Now, so students, short payback increases liquidity of the business and hence risk we have already talked about. Now, liquidity. Disadvantages. These advantages and disadvantages are very important. Let me tell you. MCQs, MTQs, and even section C, it can be tested. Now, next, drawbacks or disadvantages. It ignores time value of money. Yes, it is not considering that the money tomorrow will have less value, but it is considering the same value today for the money which we are going to receive tomorrow. Yeah, it encourages excessive investment in short term. And business may lose its long-term focus because you are investing in the short term only, no long-term project. Now, it ignores the cash flows which occur after payback period. Now, just see here. Project A, project B. I'm going to explain that. Cash flows. I'm going to write the cash flows. For example, investment is negative 1,000. Investment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, now, so for example, cash flows 500, 300, 200, 150, 120, 300, 400, 400, 450, 550. If we calculate payback, these both projects have 3 years. And based on payback, we cannot differentiate which one to select. It ignores the cash flow which occur after payback period. What is happening after payback period? You see, it is ignoring that. And the pattern, it ignores the, projects with same payback may have different pattern of cash flow. Now, for payback period method, these both projects have 3 year payback. But you see the pattern of cash flow. It is 300, 400, 400, 500, 300, 200. It ignores. And it does not identify that. Now, so it does not consider the cash flow after the payback period, means it does not consider for life of the project. Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear? All right. So students, it is time for a short break. You will take a short break of 6 minutes. We'll be back, and then we will be continuing with the next topic, which is discounting and compounding techniques. Okay, so see you in 5 to 6 minutes. Yes, everyone. Now, so what we will be doing next? The next topic is, that is, we have done payback period method, and the next is discount time value of money. What is time value of money? What is that? So then today's money has worth more than tomorrow's. This is time value of money. Today's money has more worth than tomorrow's. Why? Because of number one, inflation. Number two, opportunity for investment. Your money will be devalued tomorrow. But if, for example, I say you have option, take 100,000 today or after 1 month. After 1 month, it will not have same value, inflation. So it's better to take today. Second, you can invest 100,000 today and make it double in 1 month. But if you get in 1 month, you will get 100,000. And the third is, that is risk and uncertainty attached. It is sure shot that you are gonna get 100,000 today, but it is not sure whether you'll be getting it tomorrow, the next year, or not. It is not sure. So time value of money. So today's money exists because of these three factors. And when I started with, and I said discounting techniques and non-discounting techniques. Non-discounting techniques does not consider time value of money. While there are 3 discounting techniques. For investment appraisal. One is discounted payback. The second is NPV, and the third is IRR. We have to discuss one by one. Yes. So discounted techniques which consider time value of money, which incorporate. Now, discount factor and discounting and compounding, a small concept. You have studied it in your earlier studies, but once again, I think I can explain it better on a board. Let me try to explain it on the board. Just a minute, please. Discounting and compounding. Only I will explain the concept only there. You have $100 today. You invest it at 10% for 1 year. and you will get 10% interest on it. $10, it will become 110. Then you invest 110 for 1 year. In 1 year, next you will get $11 interest, 121. So compounding or discounting, it assumes that the interest you are getting, you will not withdraw it. Rather, you will reinvest it. I repeat my words. Compounding and discounting assumes that the interest you are getting, we will not withdraw it, rather reinvest it. Now let's see here. In the first year, you invested $100 and you got this interest, and total amount is this in 1 year's time. Investing today 100. I will have taken common 100 from these two. Simple mathematics rule. This is investment you are going to make today. Present value. Present value. This is the rate of return. This is future value. What is present value? Future value over 1 plus R. So present value is equal to future value into 1 plus R raised to power minus 1. If it is for year 1, it is minus 1. If it is for year N, minus N. The formula is in front of you. N is number of years. R is equal to rate of return. Future value. You will receive tomorrow or next year or at the end of the year. Value today. So this factor 1 plus R raised to power N. This factor converts future value in today's value. It converts. So this is called discount factor. Yes, students, can you hear me? Tell me, please. Okay, good. Just a minute, please. Just 1 minute, please. And we switched on immediately the backup. Okay, students, now, so we have learned that present value is equal to future value into 1 plus r raised to power minus n. And this 1 plus r, this is the formula, this present value factor. Discount table is given to you in the exam. It is given to you in the exam. But the point over here is, now how to calculate in the Excel sheet. We need not to go and visit the page, copy paste discount factor. No, this is not required. Very easy thing. What is that? For example, we are given, these are the cash flows now. And for example, R discount rate, for example, R is equal to 10%. Now, how to calculate present value of all these amounts? Just see here, equal to, this is future value. Focus everyone. Please. Future value into 1 plus R raised to power minus this. Yes. Or even you can do 1.1 because 10% raised to power minus this, minus 1, you can do it. Here it is. And simply drag it. The formula will be applied. Just see the formula. It is here simply. Now, next point. The next point is, students, for example, so do you see here, we have converted future value into present value. So we have incorporated time value of money. Is it clear? Discount factor is clear how to incorporate that? Is that clear? Now, good. The next is discounted payback. Period method. We have to study period discounted payback period method. Students, from the simple payback, which we have already covered, we said that it does not consider time value of money. You see here, we said that it ignores time value of money. To discounted payback period method, I will simply copy the same cash flows. Yes. Of the project. I say rate of return R is equal to 12%. 12%. Now we have to calculate discounted payback. So first of all, we have to calculate present value at 12%. So equal to this future value into 1 plus R, 1.12, 12%, raised to power minus this. Present value is here. And simply drag it. It is done. It is done. Now, present value. So now we can calculate cumulative cash flow from here because we have already calculated present values. Now, next, this plus this equal to, cumulative cash flow, here it is here. Now, next year, this plus this means negative this, we received this, remaining is here. Next year, negative this received, equal to negative this plus this received. Now, 3-year complete equal to negative this. Why negative I included? To make it positive, divided by this. So 3.75 years or 3 years, you can simply multiply it with 12. 9 months. Anything which you want me to re-explain, please do let me know. Is it clear? Okay, students. So friend, that was the target set for today, which I started at because today is the trial class, the first one. We have done all the discussion which was due to be done today. So I'm going to end class today earlier. Kindly get enrolled before next class and pay your fee. For any detail, contact via WhatsApp here. Contact via WhatsApp here. And then I will be sharing with you the notes in the next class. Next class agenda is very important. That is, we will be doing NPV, IRR, and let me tell you, annuity, perpetuity, most probably. And if we have time, we will be going for NPV and with inflation adjustment and taxation adjustment. So this is the agenda for next class. And let me tell you, once we have done this, we will, means after the next class, we will be doing, we will be able to attempt past exam questions and get questions, and we'll be shifting towards that. Any question from your side? Tell me, please. Any question from your side? So, students, thank you for joining me today. I hope, please, for any questions, contact here. Okay? All right? Or Facebook page. Yes, please. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.